Yo, what is up YouTube? This is your boy Subliminal here with day one of IAE 2954. Very excited today. I'm loving the purple color. Didn't we have that last year though? Anyway, I'm gonna be walking around the showroom floor giving my commentary, but first I actually wanna go to the pledge store because I wanna see the price of the Intrepid. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, so here we have the Crusader webpage store. So we have the Intrepid, okay, liking the little art for it. So my guess was 65 bucks. I called that in my first look. I don't think it's worth that much, even with the upgrade. Let's watch this video.
Mom, Dad, sorry I didn't write sooner. Things have been non-stop out here. Being on my own has been such a rush. I wish you could see it. The views, wildlife, the locals. It's not all been smooth sailing, but don't worry. If I keep carving out my path, who knows how far I can go? This is just the start.
At Crusader, start small, dream big.
I thought that was kind of cool. Way cooler than the ship. What I think is cool though is that you guys noticed that the size 4 weapon is in this, right? They made that change like, what was it, a week ago? I tweeted about it on the 16th. Yeah, so about a week ago, which means that either they were able to go through and easily shot for shot recreate this whole thing, which I don't know how easy that would be. It might be like literally really easy. Maybe that's somehow saved and they could just go back through, change the asset and then like redo it. Or they didn't even start it until then. So for the people who say that they spend a lot of time with the marketing and all that shit, I wouldn't be able to create something like this in a week. I mean, maybe with the tools that they have, it could help. Yeah, they don't spend a lot of time on it, which I think is good. I think the game devs are making these now. I don't think this is marketing technically. Yeah, because the size 3 was an FL33. It's got a kind of gimmicky cargo grid in my opinion. If you guys see my first look, I think everything that I feel still stands the same, except the weapon now is not like laughable. So I'm muted though, sorry. The weapon's no longer laughable. It's just meh. All right. Which I think is disappointing because they put a lot of emphasis on it. It's like a major part of the ship. It only has one weapon, right? How many ships only have one weapon? And it's like they put a lot of emphasis on it and it's just not something to be really worried about. Before though, it was comical. It was like literally the worst starter ship DPS period. I think the inside is nice. That's what everybody likes about it. I think that the cargo area thing is kind of gimmicky. If they reversed it and maybe split the components up on each side and had one cargo elevator in the middle, I think that would have been better. That would have made more sense. You know, it is what it is. This definitely isn't for me. I would love to see a light fighter variant where it has like a size 5 or some sort of a light fighter from Crusader. I think that would be cool. I still haven't gotten to the price yet. Oh, it fired is only 2 missiles. Sorry, the cat is moving around. Factory standard paint job. Okay. Fusion. I like how it's translucent. Wave front. Matches the RSI page. I really wish that they would just like maybe come out with 10 of these skins and then just give it to every ship. Oh, this is pretty cool. Oblivion. Wow. What color is that? Okay. Looks better here. It looks like an MSR. I think I like that better just to match the MSR. Although my MSR is probably going to have a skin on it similar to this. Wow. Wow. Wow, let's go. Spot on. Let's go. Okay. Needs to be tier 1 price, like 45 bucks. Like the must, it's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be 65, guaranteed. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. I don't know why I'm excited for this ship. It's for the ship being overpriced. I really thought it was gonna be like, I was really hoping it was gonna be like 45 to 60 bucks. I mean 45 to 50 bucks, but it's not, but it is what it is. I knew. So basically I can recommend this for someone who likes Crusader and you like the interior, but you don't care about combat at all. That is a decent amount of people out there, more than people think. I personally want to have it be combat oriented, but some people don't care. Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see more about, like, we have so much balancing coming soon. We don't know where it's going to be. So it really doesn't matter. Just buy the ship if you think it's cool and don't get attached to it. Anyway, all right, so yeah, so we got the Intrepid starter pack 68. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad starter pack. I mean, it's basically, it's like you get a free game package almost. And it comes with the skin. Oh, but it's gotta be Warbond though. Not bad. What does that make it? Makes it 50 bucks? Almost 53 bucks? You can kind of quantify the price of being about 15 bucks for a game package. If I recall correctly. So that's almost like, okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I still would prefer, like I said, to have it combat oriented, but each skin is $3 except for the wavefront, which is okay. What about that black and gold? Is that concierge? You can also upgrade to it too. All right, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, so that's the Intrepid. Like I said before, I knew it was going to be about 60, 65 bucks. And unfortunately, I was correct. But it is what it is. At least people know what they're buying, you know what I mean, before they buy it. So I like the way that they're doing the straight to flies. I wish that all the ships were straight to fly. But let's back up here and continue going on. I will watch this later. All right, the M2 Hercules is... The M2 is my least favorite one. I'm not an M2 fan. I'd rather have either the A1, which is pretty expensive, or I'm sorry, the A2, yes, or the C1, or the C2. Oh my God, dude. All right, so we have the A1 Spirit, the bomber. Yeah, I just don't know the gameplay for that right now. I guess I can see the gameplay for the A2. Inferno is not great right now. Not in a great place right now. Ion is not in a great place. C1 Spirit, I think, is a cool everyday driver. And the price isn't bad. Of course, the C2 is a great cargo ship. I own one. Ooh. I've never seen this image of the E1 before. It's not flight ready, is it? Okay, cool. I didn't see where it said concept. Oh, there it is. I see. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like I wonder if it's really gonna look like that. It looks like me. It looks different. Like it's almost like I don't know. Like it's a concept art. The Genesis, I don't. This ship is like not up my alley. If you like it, you know, you like it. This is kind of an odd gameplay loop for me, but it's kind of cool, I guess. All right, and then, oh no, we haven't come full circle. MSR is one of my favorite ships. Love the MSR. A1 Spirit. Yeah, okay, we're back now. And then we got the clothing packs. All right, let's go ahead and watch this now. What's up? This is Subliminal in the editing room here. I'm not gonna watch this video, or I'm not gonna include that in the video here. Instead, I'm gonna do a reaction video to this video. I don't want to make content like this on the main channel, so I'm probably gonna make a second channel. This first reaction though to that video will probably be on the main channel, just so I can let everybody know that this is not normal, and I'm gonna put it on a different channel because I know some of you guys don't care for that content. So yeah, stay tuned for the channel for that. I might be able to release that tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll have to see. Anyway, let's get back to it. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Tumbril now. They're not gonna have much here. Cyclone, AA, MT, RC. Yeah, I don't think anyone should own any land vehicles unless it's a concept and you want to be ready when it comes out. Basically, they're just LTI tokens for me, and I never intend to keep it because you could just buy it in game for a like really low alpha UBC to dollar ratio. So I don't think there's really a point to own these with actual money. They're just LTI tokens, in my opinion. Yeah, so I don't really have much to say about that. All right, let's hop into the showroom floor now. Take a look.
Rough and tumble and ready to ride.
Okay.
Tumbril.
The kid is just sitting there, staring at the screen.
I tell you, there's nothing like being at the IAE.
It seems like it's going to be a great show this year.
You guys hear the AI? I've heard a little bit about it, but I haven't heard it for myself. Yeah, so you guys have already seen my first look at the Intrepid. I'm sure if you haven't, I'll link it up in the card above. Like I said, I think it's got a cool interior. I think the cargo grid is gimmicky, but it is kind of cool, I guess. It does have its advantage. You can put a Mirai Fury in it, in each one. So that's kind of cool. I do like how the access to the component grids. Don't know why it really needs an engineering terminal. I guess maybe they're going to eventually put that in every ship, but like, I don't know if I'd really super multi-crew this, but got a suit locker there and weapons. So yeah, the interior is pretty cool. The look is, for me, is I both love it and hate it. So it does have enough of the Ares design language for me to like it, but it's also kind of funky looking. I don't think it's as bad as like people really are saying, but it is clearly pretty polarizing. All right, so here we are with the A1. The A1 is the bomber variant of the Spirit line. The A1 Spirit does a tenth of a damage per bomb, but it's got half the total payload of the A2. I think this is more of like an anti-personnel, you know, bomb dropper. I just don't know. We just don't have the gameplay for it now. That's my main issue with it. That's going to be a reoccurring theme as we go along here. Like I said, the C1 is a pretty cool everyday driver. Fast, cool looking, plenty of room, friends. It's a really decent ship, and you know, I love Crusader, so can't get enough of Crusader. Then finally, on this center stage here, we have the A2. The A2 is the bomber variant. You give up quite a bit of cargo space to hold these two bomb bays, but it can be pretty deadly to people who aren't paying attention. It can be pretty deadly if you're playing Jump Town and you're playing against an uncoordinated group of people, or you know, no groups at all, just randos, conga lines. But other than that, it does have a lot of firepower though, a lot of turrets. Like I almost kind of want to be in it rather than a hammerhead. I feel like I could do more damage. I think it's pretty cool. Only problem is that you have, you know, most of the guns are facing kind of downwards. So we're gonna go to Hall 3 first. So in this next Expo Hall here, we have the MSR. Like I said, the MSR is one of my favorite ships. Great everyday driver. If you're new and haven't seen this ship before, it's got, I guess, enough cargo space for just putting land vehicles in here. Honestly, I don't know if I'll really do any trading. It has shielded cargo. Any cargo you put here shouldn't be able to be seen by authorities. It has this whole underbelly thing, which is pretty cool. This whole area is actually supposed to be hidden, but someone just opened it. But you really kind of need to know, like if someone was new and didn't know it had that, you could totally hide around, and the tunnels go to different rooms in the ship. It's pretty cool. Love the area where the components are. Yeah, it's got the Millennium Falcon vibes for sure. I call mine the Millennial Falcon. But yeah, if I was to live in the verse, that'd be the ship I'd live in. I think it's pretty cool. It's also a data runner too. That's probably a more important thing. Although you cannot do that gameplay loop now because it's not in the game yet. in the future, we'll be able to data run as well as cargo run too. And this is the M2. So the M2 basically loses some of the cargo space. I know it looks like it has the same amount, but it doesn't. It loses some of the cargo space because it's supposed to be like more armored. It also has like more weapons and everything too. But yeah, not really much to say about the M2. Like I said, it's kind of an in between the C2 and the A2, and I like both of those better, you know. So we have the Tumbril Storm AA and the Tumbril Storm. I think that's what they're called, and the Tumbril Nova. These are the ship's tanks. I can say that the treads are busted right now. Like, I think all land vehicles might be kind of busted. My experience with them has been in Arena Commander when I was doing my Make It Fit for the Polaris, which I haven't released yet, but stay tuned to the YouTube channel. They were behaving really badly. Like, it's unplayable. But I was in Arena Commander though, so maybe it could just be there. I don't know. Somebody in the comments below, let me know what you guys are experiencing actually being in live, but my experience has been unplayable with land vehicles at the moment. Oh, this is that cargo area, huh? It's pretty cool. Change this up a little bit, huh? All right, here we go with the Ares Ion. Still own mine. I have faith that they'll be able to find balance one of these days. Currently, what I don't like about it is that I have to let go of the trigger to fire more, you know, consecutive shots. I really don't like that. They did make it kind of bearable with the, as far as like the DPS is concerned. It's a little bit better, but it's still not what I want it to be. But it's an incredibly hard ship to balance. They have to figure out a way to make it so that they can't just like one-shot light fighters very easily, but also has to do a lot of damage over time to assist with, you know, capital and sub-capital ship takedowns. So I don't really envy them on that, but I hope that they can balance it. I think what needs to happen is the ship needs to have a lot of bloom. So basically, even if a light fighter is like sitting there not moving, you know, it's going to be a gamble on whether or not it's going to hit. I'm fine with that. That's not why I bought the ship. I knew that it's going to be balanced to not just be the best fighter in the game. So I'm still going to hold on to mine. I think I even still have my Inferno as well too, even though it's kind of not my thing. But just in case if this doesn't make the cut at some point, that's what I have the Inferno for. But yeah, I'm still holding on to mine. Just don't use it. But I have faith that they'll be able to balance it. Like I said, bloom would be the best thing for it. And yeah, and let me hold the trigger down. The charge weapon thing is pretty cool, but I don't want to have to let it go, you know, and pump it back again. It's just kind of tedious, annoying, and it almost hurts my finger to sit there for a while, you know. I'm helping out during Xeno Threat or something. But then we got the Inferno. I think it's absolute trash right now. The ballistic weapons do not seem to be really good at all. I think that they're balanced towards the upcoming like changes to the way armor works. So which should be coming pretty soon. It was supposed to come in the 4.0 patch, but it got pushed to 4.x. So we'll have to see. And then this is the C2, I guess. Yeah, again, I love this ship. It's a really huge cargo ship, plenty of room to move all types of stuff around. Love the C2. All right, so here we are with the Tumbril Cyclones. Got the RC variant, the Tracker variant, and I think this one over here on the left is the base model. I can tell by looking at the back. Yeah, looks like an SCU cargo back there. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, LTI tokens or buy it in game. We have the MT, I believe, or no, wait a minute. I think that's the MT. It's the Gatling variant. It doesn't matter what they call it. It's the Gatling variant. Then this is the AA variant. And I believe this is the MT, which has like a sniper rifle on it and some rockets. Wonder when the Rangers will release. So the team that's working on the flight model is going to be the same people who are going to work on the driving model. and they're not going to be working on the driving model until they get done with the flight model. So, and then they have to get to a two-wheel vehicle, which I don't know if it's going to be done at the same time or if it's going to be done after four-wheel vehicles or tracked vehicles. I don't know, but
Yeah, I'm about ready.
it could potentially be a long time. I think I own one, so I can have something when it comes out. Here are the Genesis Starliner. This is the people carrier. It's basically like owning a Boeing 747 in the verse. Pick people up and take them across the verse. Not sure when this gameplay is going to be in, especially with the 1.0 presentation not really talking too much about NPCs and like AI. Like if you're just going to be moving players from system to system or whatever, I just feel like you're never going to use this ship. So they really need to come up with like an actual gameplay loop where you could go and pick up NPCs and move them across the verse. And I'm not sure when we're ever going to get that. So I think this thing is pretty far on the back burner, even with Jared being in love with it. And then finally, here we are with the Tumbril Ranger. They have a few different variants of this. There's one with like big saddlebags. It's like kind of like a cargo variant, almost like a hover quad type thing. I don't think it can hold any SCU, but it's probably got a decent amount of personal storage. And then this one's got a gun on it. And then I think there's a racing variant that either doesn't have a gun or small weapons. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But the bikes are pretty cool. Like I said, I don't know when they're going to come in. The team that's going to be working on it has too much stuff on their plate right now. They need to figure out master modes. A not insignificant amount of the community doesn't like it, so they need to find something in between. I personally do like it myself. I don't have a problem with it. I liked it being slowed down. Just some of the best NPC combat that I've had ever in this game was when master modes first hit, and that might be a combination of how well the servers were running. The NPCs were really, really hard, and it just felt so good. So I love it. But if they need to tweak it, bring things up to be a little bit faster so that, again, this not insignificant amount of the community doesn't hate it, then, so be it. I do not think they should put it back by any means, for sure. But that's just my opinion on that.